guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a hot dang second since I have filmed, but in my defense, this is actually the third time I've tried to film this video. I fully filmed it 2 other times and just didn't upload it. We'll get into that. Really fast though. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of makeup. I'm honestly just going to the grocery store and that's it. I just wanted to film a video. So I was like, oh, you can wear makeup to the grocery store. I'm gonna start with this RMS Beauty Re-Evolve Radiance Locking Primer. We are in a completely different space. I'm in a new apartment. I mentioned it before. My husband and I were looking to purchase a home, but the market got crazy, like wild crazy. And yeah, it just basically, long story short, it just didn't work out and our lease was ending. And we knew we were just gonna sign a new lease, you know, at least for another year, but we did not want to stay in our old apartment. It was so, it wasn't like the worst apartment, I'm sure, in the United States, but it was just one of those places, it just wasn't great. So we had to move. So we're in a new apartment. I think I'm gonna use this. I did a whole video on this. This is the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation from L'Oreal. So this stuff is really, really good. It has SPF, but the sun's basically gone, so I don't need SPF, but it just applies really nice. So anyways, so yeah, so we moved to a new complex and I love it so, so much. It's so much nicer. We did get a bigger unit. It's still just 1 bedroom, but it's like 100 square feet more, so it feels huge. I'm also gonna mix this in. This is by Terry. This is the by Terry Brightening CC Serum in this shade Sunny Flash. And I believe this is their darkest color. And it's super runny. I kind of don't want to show you guys because I feel like it's gonna run out, but it's that color that's running down. So it's kind of like a bronzy, has a hint of like peach in there. I'm also on the 2nd floor, which wasn't fun moving to the 2nd floor. The actual process of moving was terrible, but I love it so much more than being on the 1st floor, just because you heard, or at least in our apartment, our old apartment, this is one of the issues, one of many issues we had. You heard literally every single step that the people above you made. Every single step. It was terrible. And it sounded like there was a stampede at all hours of the night. And I don't think it was the people. I honestly think it was the building and just how poorly it was constructed. So I don't think it was their fault, but regardless, we still heard everything and it just wasn't pleasant, especially when I was trying to film a video and there was just like stomping and then the microphone picks it up and I would have to like stop and then pause and try to edit stuff out. So yeah, definitely prefer living on the 2nd floor. So for concealer, I'm using the Pat McGrath. Still love this. And I think I'm gonna go in with the YSL Touche Eclat. And I am in the shade 4.5. It's just this little pen. I think I did a whole video on this as well. But I got a shade that's a little bit lighter and it's just great. So you can tell the difference, hopefully, of the concealer, which is also a little lighter. But this is a brightening, like a brightening pen. So yeah, lighting, I feel like it's the never-ending story with me and my dang lighting. Oh, I just realized this is totally in the shot. Also, I realized I'm not zoomed in. Let me zoom you in, hold on. Okay, so now we're zoomed in. I'm so sorry. I forgot how to YouTube. Okay, what am I doing next? I legit forgot how to do this. Okay, we're just gonna blend this in. There's something in my eye. But when we initially moved, one of my lights broke during the move, and it was this huge thing. It was just a long saga. Long story short, we were just trying to fix the lighting in the room and make sure it looked good. But the problem is this room, not really a problem. It's actually, I mean, it's a good thing. This room is a lot bigger than the previous room. Obviously, the bigger the room, the more light you have to have, because you'll lose your light as you go back, or as you get further back into the room, you'll lose light. And the thing is, you would think it, or I would think it wouldn't matter as long as I am well lit up, even if the background is a little bit darker, but it really does make the whole space look dark if the background is not well lit, unless that's the look you're going for, which I am not. I'm definitely going for more of a brighter look. So for me, lighting was super important, and we were trying to figure it out, and the depth was all off. So it was definitely it was a trial and error type of thing. So I think we fixed it. I really, really like how the lighting looks now. Make sure you're watching in HD, but yeah, I think I like the picture. Now, I honestly haven't even been wearing too much makeup since I've not been filming. Yeah, I just haven't been wearing makeup. I was just busy. Life's been very, very busy. But I have picked up a couple of items. Oh, here it is. And I picked up another Sephora brush. So this is the Pro Contour 78, and it's like this very like tight kabuki. I'm really excited to use this. And I picked up the Nars Laguna Bronzing Cream. So if you're familiar with Nars, they always had their original Laguna shade, but it was way too light for me. Like, that was not a bronzer for me. But they recently, I don't know exactly how recently, but they recently got different like shades of Laguna. So this is the Laguna 03. Look how pretty this packaging is. Oh. And I haven't used this because I wanted to use it on camera with you guys. So look how pretty. Hopefully this bronzer works. I'm going to grab this. This is a Sigma concealer brush. This is actually one of my favorite brushes. It's the F75, and it's perfect for what I'm about to do. See, it's just like a really flat, looks like a little painting brush. Should I swatch this? I'll swatch it for you guys. Ooh, that is so creamy. That's the color. That's the swatch. Pretty. I'm so excited. Bronzer is my favorite. It's always been my favorite. Oh, I hope this is good. I think I am going to, actually, I'll show you guys because I found a new brush to contour my nose. Obsessed. Okay, so we're gonna go in and just blend. Okay, so far, so good. I can see the color, but this blends really super easy, which I love. I love that for a bronzer that blends easy, because it's just more forgiving. If you put on too much, or you know, didn't get the placement exactly where you wanted it, if it's a forgiving bronzer and it just really kind of blends out, you can fix it. Like, it's totally fine. This is really nice. Okay, I should probably zoom out a little bit, but can you guys see it? I can still see it. It's just very subtle, which again, I really like, because you can build it. Like right now, I'm going to the grocery store. No need to go all out for the grocery store. But if, you know, someone's out there and you're like, no, I'm going to a wedding, I'm going to the club, I'm going to a party, you might want to go in with a couple more layers. Or now that we know it is a very forgiving product, and you're not, because some people like more of a subtle bronze, and then some people are like, no, I want you to see my bronzer first when I walk in the room and then see me. I'm kind of like that sometimes. But yeah, now knowing that this product is like super forgiving, you can go up a shade, even darker, you know, because you know that it blends out really nicely. You know what? This is nice. It is very subtle though. It is very subtle. It's like really subtle. But yeah, I think this is a hit. It's pretty. I will say this. Okay, first impressions, the formula is beautiful, the color is beautiful, how it blends out is beautiful. I mean, I really don't have any complaints. The only thing I would say is, for me, because it is so subtle, I would either get a darker shade for myself, Or I probably would go for a little bit more of a punch bronzer if I was doing like a special occasion. So if I was going to a wedding or out to a party or something, I don't know that I would reach for this because I know I would have to do multiple layers, and I have other cream bronzers that will just give me a little bit more punch with that first swipe. But for something like grocery store, we're good. Okay, next, honestly, I'm not gonna do anything really crazy because like I said, I'm just gonna go to the grocery store and come back home and take all this makeup off. I really just wanted to come on and say hi and film something. What am I doing? I have nothing. Okay, let's do a blush. Let's do cream blush. Oh, I did. You know what? Okay, I forgot. This is another product and that I purchased. It is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade. It doesn't say on here. Oh no, it does say it. Just kidding. Tahiti. So this is the shade Tahiti, if it's focusing. It actually, to me, looked like a little bit darker in the package, like in the Ulta, but it's actually not. It's pretty bright, kind of a vibrant blush. So I'm just gonna use, this is the Real Techniques, the Real Techniques 200 blush, which I love. This is one of my favorite blushes. Not blushes, brushes. Put a little bit on the nose. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the nose contour that I've been loving. I guess I could still do it. Nah, I'll just show you in the next video. This is just gonna be an easy peasy look. Okay, so next I'm going to use some powder. I actually forgot to do that and then saw my eyes creasing. So I am going to use the Touche, the Pat McGrath. For underneath my eyes, I'm going to do the Laurent Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I finally got the full size. I have been using the sample size forever. And actually I still have some. I just wanted, just because it's bigger so I can fit my whole like brush in here. I'm just going to put a little bit under there. And then it was so funny. One of the videos, I think it was the first one that I tried to upload, I did something similar to this, and when I was done, I showed my husband, and he's like, your eyes, they look a little like flat. I was like, but it makes sense. I think it was because I did a little bit of concealer and then I did a little bit of powder and then just nothing. So I was like, okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. This is by Marc Jacobs. This is the Daddy O Omega Shadow, which, okay, have you guys heard that Marc Jacobs, I mean, this is kind of old news, but I heard a while ago that they weren't doing makeup anymore. So I heard that forever, that basically Marc Jacobs' makeup line was being discontinued. And then I wanna say it was someone from Sephora told me, no, that's not the case. They're just redoing the line, or like redoing everything. So might be temporarily gone, but it's coming back. So I don't know if that's true. Let me know if you've heard one way or the other, if that's true or not, because I really liked Marc Jacobs makeup. Like this eyeshadow, I feel like is so pretty. It just goes on, I don't know if you guys can tell. I'll try not to edit this part out, but it just goes on like butter. So easy to use. You get a good amount. And I'm gonna take some on a pencil brush and just sweep it on the bottom lash line. Yes, perfect. Now these shadows are really good quality. And I like the blush, but I feel like I can't see it now. I mean, I can see it kind of, but I want some more. But I am gonna actually put on a little bit of powder bronzer too. I am going to use my good old fashioned Maybelline City Bronzer. Love this bronzer. I have it in the shade 300, but here's my packaging. It broke off, so yeah. The packaging isn't amazing, but that's okay because the product is. So I'm just taking this fluffy brush and we're just going to give a light little sweep. Just to help further define the cheekbones. I actually kind of feel like just adding the bronzer helped the blush too. Is that just me? I feel like I look a little bit more pink, which I'm not mad at. This is the Natasha Denona one. I haven't used this one in a while, it feels like. And I think I'm also gonna add a little bit in the corners of the eyes. Okay, so I was gonna go in and fill in my eyebrows, but then I thought, girl, you're going to the grocery store. Don't waste eyebrow pencil for the grocery store. So I'm gonna skip on this. But what I am going to use is a new brow gel. So this is by Nude Sticks. Oh, and I guess I should say, if you've watched any of my videos, literally before this one, you know that I love this. This is by Givenchy Mr. Brow Groom. This is a brand new one. I had a backup, that's how much I love it. But it's basically just this clear brow gel that is really, really good. I mean, this stuff will hold your brows in place. It's amazing, love this. But I really wanted to try this one. So yeah, it's by Nude Sticks. This is their Brow Set Gel Extra Large. And it's like in this all black packaging. Also, look how tiny, if it'll focus, look at that little brush. Oh my gosh. And it looks like there's nothing on there, but there is. So I'm just gonna go right in and show you guys. It definitely, this is like my third time using it. And so far, I'll be honest, I haven't worn it like all day. I'll have to like put it on in the morning and then wear it all day just so I can tell you guys for sure. But every time that I have worn it, there's so much makeup in my hair. Every time that I have worn it, it holds my brows in place, seemingly as well as the Givenchy. The only difference is Givenchy feels like, it feels like a really strong glue. You know what I mean? How many of you guys, I'm totally showing my age here, but way back in the day, before all of these really nice gels came out with their really good ingredients, do you guys remember that gel LA Looks? Like a long time ago, I used to use, my sister and I, my older sister and I, we used to use LA Looks like way back in the day. I don't even know if it's still, if you can still buy it, but it was like a gel. So anyways, that's what the Givenchy reminds me of. It's just a very strong hold and you feel it. This feels more nourishing. It feels softer. So yeah, it says a long wearing medium hold clear gel that grooms and sets your brows in place. Packed with multivitamins and peptides, brush on brows for a feathery or natural look, which, let's be real, that's the look I go for all the time. So yeah, I love this stuff. I have used it nonstop. I have not used the Givenchy since I tried this and I think it's my new favorite. So there's that. Also, and lastly, no, not lastly, I need to put on mascara. Hold on, let me put on some mascara if I can find it and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So lastly, we are going to put on some of this. This is by Huda Beauty and this is her Cryo Plumping, is that what it's called? Yes. Yeah, Cryo Plumping Lip Balm, and I have it in the shade Frost. To my understanding, she has two. So right before these launched, I actually watched her YouTube video on it, and her favorite was the other one, but it was like spicy, and this one's more like icy. Like it even says it. It says warning, icy baby. Cute. Okay, so how I feel about lip plumping lip glosses. I low-key want lip injections. I go back and forth. Like, sometimes I feel like maybe my lips could be a little bit bigger, but it's always like 10% I want to get lip injections and the other 90% is like, no, I don't trust I don't trust anybody to, like, you know, botch my lips. So anyways, I'll probably never end up getting them, but I love using these because I feel like, I don't know, it's like as close as I might get. So this actually has a blue tint to it, if you guys can see that. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a little bit blue. And I put on a lot of this stuff. It's nice and slippery. It's a little sticky, but not like an uncomfortable amount of sticky. It's like perfect amount for a lip gloss. As far as how it feels, it does take a second and it does kind of give you a little bit of a stinging sensation. So if you're somebody who doesn't like that, you probably won't like this. I kind of like that. I like the stinging sensation or the tingling sensation that these plumping lip glosses give. I don't know, I think in my head I feel like, oh, if it's tingling and if it's like stinging a little bit, it's working. Although I will say, what's that popular one? I think it's by Too Faced that's supposed to like really hurt. I've never bought that one because I'm scared of it. Like that, I'm like, I'm not trying to be in pain, like full-blown pain, but a little tingling, it's, I don't know, it's kind of nice. It's a little bit like stimulating on the lips. It's just nice. Anyways, I really, really like this. Now that I've tried this one and I know it's not anything too scary, I think I might try the other one, which is the spicy one. So we'll see. But yeah, other than that, that completes the look. I know it's basic, but you know, it's summer, it's hot. Sometimes you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. And sometimes you're going to the grocery store. And so like, what are you gonna do? Get dressed up for the tuna aisle? Like, no, this is good. So yes, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's been so long. I promise my next video will not be in like 4 months. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the little bell. That way you get notified when I upload next. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.